Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be answering this question. What is the vertex of the function f of m equals 3m squared minus 12m minus 3? So first thing we've got to figure out is what on earth is a vertex? For this particular graph that we're going to be looking at, that m squared, it tells us that we're looking at what's called a quadratic. It's going to be a graph that does something like this. You're going to have some kind of U-shaped graph. And on that U-shaped graph, there's a particular point right down here that is the minimum of your graph. It's also the turning point of the graph. And notice where it goes from decreasing to increasing, and it switches that at that little bottom point right there. That is your vertex. Okay, that's what it's referring to. There's a couple of ways you could do this. Alright, way number one is if we have some kind of not some kind of, if you have your x-intercepts, so for example, these 2 points where it crosses your x-axis, which essentially you would find by putting your y to 0, your f of m, and we get 3m squared minus 12m minus 3. If you solve this equation, find your solutions, then you could add your solutions together and divide by 2, and that will find you the x-coordinate of the vertex. Okay, then all you'd have to do would be, let's say that you got like, I don't know, 7 back. Okay, and if you did that, and you would plug 7 into your 2m values, figure out what you get when you plug 7 in, and that would be the y-coordinate of the vertex, right? Plug in x, get out y. And that would be one way you could find the vertex. But is there a much faster way? Yes. And where this faster way comes from is because you are in standard form, so no parentheses, ax squared plus bx plus c format, then you can use what's called negative b over 2a. And this refers to the standard form of a quadratic where the a is the number in front of x squared, or your variable squared. The b is the number in front of the middle variable without the square. The c is referring to the number at the end, the constant. Okay, so here our b is negative 12, so negative of negative 12 all over 2 times a, which is 3. Okay, well, negative of a negative is a positive. 2 times 3 is 6, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. Now, at this point, you'll notice there's only one that has a correct x vertex of 2. You don't even have to find the y. You know this one's correct. Okay? Now, another way we could find the y coordinate, if you want to be for sure, you want to find this number, all you have to do, plug 2 in to your m's. So then you say, all right, well, 3 times 2 squared minus 12 times 2 minus 3. 2 squared, remember exponents before multiplication, 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3, 12. Negative 12 times 2, negative 24, minus 3. 12 minus 24, negative 12, minus 3, negative 15. So we plugged in 2, we got negative 15 back. That is the coordinate of your vertex. There you go. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. But otherwise, thanks for watching.